It's Will. Welcome to another episode of Strange Files. Adolf Hitler, the man who brought a country together to kill millions on a quest for world domination and racial purity. Having it being the month of June when this video comes out, I found myself not really knowing what to talk about for this episode until the anniversary of D-Day came and I knew I had to talk about something World War II related. Then it hit me. After watching a conspiracy show on Netflix, one episode caught my attention, the alleged fake suicide of none other than Adolf Hitler. As we know, once the Allies invaded France on D-Day to take it out of German control, it wasn't long before the Axis powers was on a full-on retreat. American, British, Russian, and French resistance led the charge to take the war to Hitler's backyard by pushing the forces back into Germany. In April 1945, Hitler knew his time was running short in Berlin. With the Soviet push through Poland and at their doorstep, there wasn't much more he could do. Hitler began having nervous breakdowns that month and was starting to get paranoid of who he trusted. Hitler even arrested one of his SS commanders for apparent desertion, just for wanting to draw back troops for a better defendable position in Berlin. As the Soviet forces got closer, Hitler knew his time was running short. He married his mistress on April 25, 1945, in his Berlin bunker in the map room. Not soon after, he changed his will and testament to give full control of the Third Reich over to his commanders. It is then Hitler asked his lifelong physician what is the best way for suicide. He tells him the poison pistol method is most effective. After hearing the reports of what happened to Mussolini and how him and his mistress was hung from their ankles for all to see, Hitler knew this wouldn't be his fate. He ordered his physician to get a double amount of cyanide needed for his death. On April 30th, 1945, after gathering his remaining workers, mostly women, and telling them farewell, he went into his private office. It is then where witnesses say they heard one loud gunshot. When the Soviets took over the bunker, they found the bodies of Adolf Hitler with a gunshot wound to his head, the smell of burnt almonds, and his wife of 40 hours lay dead beside him. The Soviets decided the best case of action was to burn his body in the streets for all to see, and then buried with his new wife in an unmarked grave. It wasn't long until after when rumors started circulating that Hitler might have escaped into Argentina like most fleeing Nazis did and was living out there assembling a quote-unquote Fourth Reich. The reasons the Soviets tried so hard to hide the body was the lack of dental evidence that could confirm that the body that they found was in fact Adolf Hitler. It was that, with this alleged escape attempt, that Hitler and his wife fled on U-boat or plane out of the country to hide in Argentina, which the becoming president had been backed by Hitler's government and economy. The Nazi regime had a lot of interest in South America, so it would make sense for Hitler to want to go to a place like that. After the CIA declassified some documents, a report was found of an ex-SS trooper named Philip Citron claimed Hitler was alive and going by Adolf Stratemayler. Yeah, I butchered that. This report had to be dropped, though, due to no concrete evidence, and this trooper being self-proclaimed. Today, I leave you with this. Do you think Hitler really killed himself? Do you think he could have made it to Argentina? And if he did, what do you think he spent his final days doing? This has been Will.